The irony, we've had several ironies today, and the irony of that last crash was that the last time these cars were at Talladega, it was the 25 that took out the 48 for the win. At that time, the driver was Brian Vickers. The other irony is that Tony Stewart, who's now steaming up the outside. Oh, trouble. Ricky Rudd in the wall. Trouble. Nemechek around. Kyle Busch.
You know what? I'm not so sure that wasn't started. Oh, is that Dale?
Jeff Burton, 31 car. Kyle Busch, another wreck today, just like yesterday.
And a very hard hit.
That is crash. He's old. There's a window net coming down.
Boy, it's good to be 21, Darrell.
Nemechek's car crashed.
Kyle's going to drive it back.
He's going to try it.
I don't think it's going to go anywhere but in a circle, and if he's not careful, it's going to cook that engine, because you know the radiator, you can see the water running out from under it.
I tell you, we got to take a look at this, but I believe the 48 car was involved in this little skirmish.
Somebody tipped Ricky Rudd into the wall. Let's see who.
I think just watch this down the back.
Rudd is behind Tony Stewart on the outside.
Yeah, they're right. They're right here. Here's the 48 car right here.
But the 96, Tony Raines, looks like he got up into Jimmy Johnson, the 48, initially off turn 2, I believe, Darrell.
I believe you're right, Larry. I saw the 48 move. Gosh, that's a hard lick by those two cars. Good thing the safer barrier is there again.
Let's look from the rear bumper of Kevin Harvick's Pennzoil Chevy.
Whoa. Man, look at Nemechek's car go airborne. And then Kyle Busch's car goes airborne when it hits the rear wheels come off the ground.
You're riding with Jeff Burton.
Oh, man. Oh, gosh.
That was when the 5 car.
Listen, y'all, I know you don't know what that feels like. Unless you've been in one of these crashes, you can't imagine how that hurts.
The good news, Darrell, everybody is either driving back like Jeff Burton or has climbed from their cars okay.
Mike, it's like Muhammad Ali would walk up to you and just hit you as hard as he could right in the gut.
All right, Matt, how about Jimmy Johnson's car? He was right in the midst of the start of that.
Jimmy says the steering wheel is straight, so that's good news that the toe is not knocked out. But he says he's got a tire rub predominantly in the right rear area. That's what they're going to try to work on this stop, Mike.
Let's show you the aerial view and see if the 96 of Tony Raines, which is way on the left of your screen here, tips into Jimmy Johnson to trigger this.
Oh, it sure looks like it. I don't know if there was contact between the 96 and the 48, but there definitely was movement enough to push him over into Ricky Rudd in the 88.
And just a chain reaction behind him with all these other cars.
Look at those two cars, the 31 and the 5 come together, collide. That's definitely what happened, Larry. The 96 scooted up the hill just enough to get into the left front of Jimmy Johnson, and there was Ricky Rudd, forced him into the wall.
Now watch the 13 come across.
Bam.
He got turned around by his teammate Sterling Marlin trying to slow down.
Look at that 5 car. It was flying backwards.
There is contact, we're told.
That's all it takes is just that little nudge. You can run this close together all day long until somebody does something like that, and then it's gonna affect a lot of guys.
Boy, those two cars scrubbed off no speed whatsoever on the way to the inside wall.
There have been a lot of racetracks where the safer barrier has not been installed, or at least in the past, on the inside walls. Man, thank God for there, and again off of turn 4 earlier.
And a good thing, the asphalt there that kept those cars at least on the ground.